So, man cave, if you catch me at home, and what are we doing today? I went to auction this morning and bought a little BSA power unit. So, before we get started, we need to get into this thing. Roll the credits. Ha ha! That's a bush. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. So, without any further ado, the credits have been rolled. We need to have a look at our little BSA I picked up from auction this morning. Oh, look at it. Even got some nice original decal on there. Enough original paint to be able to just, she's cobwebby, to just be able to leave this thing alone. But we have a problem. Look. She is well and truly seized solid. I think it's because it just hasn't been ran for donkey's years. No way of telling. That oil cap don't look like that's been off for a long time. We have a reduction box on the side. Let's get this thing pulled away from the wall a bit. Now then, what I found out at my very brief inspection. Listen. That reduction gear is turning a couple of mil. So I don't think it's seized in the reduction box end. I think it's seized on the engine end because there is actually absolutely nothing there. But she looks all original. Look at that. All original air filter. Oh, the linkages work. Look at that. The linkages work. That looked like our choke. I don't know where our throttle is. Oh, we have a governor control throttle here. Look. There we go. We have a governor control throttle and she's rated at 3,000 RPM. There we go. So, oh, that petrol tap feels extremely loose. Look at that. I think that's going to leak like mad and going to need caulking up. So, we're not going to get into this too much today, but what we are going to do is whip the plug out. And we're going to squirt some WD-40 down that plug hole to see if we can leave this for a couple of days to free up, because it is literally, it's not moving, nothing at all. It is, do the tickler work? No, tickler is seized on the carburetor as well. I'm giving it an ooga-dooga and it's not going. But there you go. I had to have it. BSA, if it didn't have the lovely original decals on it, I wouldn't have bothered. But I absolutely love the look of this little engine. I know they're not to everyone's taste. Little air cools aren't to everyone's taste. But I thought it's got nice original decking. Look at the shape of that petrol tank. And it don't feel or look like the tank's rotten at all. It looks really solid. So I think, what's this on here? Cobweb. I think this has been in the back of someone's shed for absolutely years. It's even got the original end on the HT lead, look, so we've got to be really careful with that, because that looks pretty much original to me, so that isn't going to be changed. There we go. Yeah, I'm quite happy. Right, let's get you in a tripod. And we're going to get a spanner, and pop that plug out, and put some WD-40 in. Alright, here's our WD. Here's our spanner. Let's get this plug out. Oh, Jesus. Blooming heck. Oh, Jesus Christ, that plug is tight. Whew. I hope someone ain't cross-threaded that in there at some point. Let's give her a little bit of witch's pea around there. See if that assists with things. Get rid of the cobweb. Cool. Oh, but Jesus, that plugger's tight. She's coming. I do hope there's not a lot of rust on the end of this plug, which means she's been sitting and got water at the bores. That would be a nightmare. I'm hoping this engine has stayed dry. There. Right, before we take out, we're going to give that a little bit more. And we'll just put it back in a bit, just to get some WD around all the threads before we start turning them all the way out. Yeah. So, there will be another video posted later on in the week. An informative video. Because there's something that needs to be said, but before I actually indulge in what I need to talk about, I need to go online and do some research, because I don't want to go broadcasting false information like some people. So I'm going to do some research on the internet, and towards the end of the week there will be a very interesting video for those of you that watch the channel, and for those of you that know me. Oh, plugger's now coming out. But that'll be the end of the week. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That plug looks good. Excellent. So there's no water or rust on the end of that plug, look. In fact, that plug looks very good. Right, we have got absolutely no turn on this. I don't want to go putting a socket on there and cranking it over. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to go put a socket on there and give it hooga-doogas and risk breaking the rings and that. No, when you free an old engine up like this, what's been sitting for donkey's years, you need to be a bit diplomatic with them. So we're squirting some WD down our plug hole. Here we go. Well, that's coming out the exhaust, look. Well, there you go. That tells me the exhaust valve is open. Wow, we're in the cylinder now. The straw, I can feel the straw on the cylinder. So we'll squirt a load of WD in this cylinder. There we go. Obviously we was just going on top of the valve, but we've now put a load in the cylinder. There we go. Can we get this engine more upright? Let's get a bit of wood in here. Look. She ain't quite upright. No, I ain't upright either. That's miles out. What's going on here? Yeah. Do you like my little pallet I got here? What's going on? Oh, there's a piece on that bracket. We still need another little bit of wood under here, look, to get this engine level. There we go. Now we're level. Look. There. Right, we have got some WD down that plug hole. Shall we check the oil level while we're here, guys? You know, I can actually feel about 2 mil of turn now that I couldn't. Yep, there's actually a little bit of turn there, which there weren't a couple of minutes ago. So we're going to put more WD in there, and hopefully that will soak down the side of the engine. Let us check this oil out and see what the oil situation's like. There we go. Can we get the oil cap off? Yeah, some crap round it. Don't look like this has been off a long time. There you go, she's come undone. Let's just blow any rubbish away from around that, so we don't get dust and grit fall in it. Is there any oil in the old girl? Oh yes. Yeah, milky oil. And a heck of a lot of sediment in there. Yeah, that oil is sludgy at the bottom. Look at that. Look how sludgy that oil is. Yeah. I think before we go doing a lot of turning and starting, we need to take this engine to pieces and give it a good clean out and reassemble it. But that will be a job for another video. Because obviously we're not prepared to do quite that in depth today. But there, we know we have oil in there, although it's really sludgy. So I do think we need to at least take the sump off it, clean all this out, and then we can perhaps see if we can get some more turn on it, see if we can get her freed up. Let's just soak this carb in a bit as well, that little tickler button there. Because we shall have to have the carb off of this, clean it all out. We're just going to oil everything up. There we go. There we are. Everything's oiled up, carb's oiled up. Isn't that brilliant? Let's get you out. There we go. So yes, everything is oiled up. Yeah. I can feel a little bit there, like I said, I can feel a little bit. Now I do hope she's just seized in the cylinder and not on the crank. If it's seized on the crank, it could have been overheated, unlikely, but could have been run low on oil, although saying that there is oil in it, although it is very sludgy. But I'm putting that sludge down to it for just sitting for years and the crap has just settled at the bottom. What's this carb tickler doing? There you go. A little tap. Carb tickler is free again, look. Ha ha! There you go, carb tickler is freed up. She does what? A little tap with a persuader. Perfect. Yeah, I'm looking hopeful that this engine will be alright. So at the minute we're going to put that plug back in. Oh, it's threading back in nice. So obviously them threads are not damaged on there because the plug's going back in nice. Let's nip him up so she don't get no water in it. There. Where are we? There we go. There we go. So keep watching. End of the week there will be an informative video coming out. Like I said, I just need to go online, do some research, get some facts, and then I can make a factual video. Marvellous. There. Right, that's going to be it for now. I say, this was a quick video about our BSA power plant, or power unit. So look how nice that clean up with some WD. Look at that. Whoa, look how nice that's coming up with some WD on it. There. Isn't she coming lovely? By the time that get WD'd and oiled up, this thing is going to look fabulous. Oh, that really is. Oh yeah, this decal is actually coming up really nice. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Time we get the oily rag treatment. But like I said, we're going to have this thing right to pieces. Cowls off, cylinder head off, sump off. We'll do some major checking over on it. We'll probably have to, no doubt, pop the flywheel off to be able to get a spark back on this thing, because I'm damn sure the points are going to want doing. But yeah, I think we are onto a good one there. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, stay tuned. And I will see you next time. Bye bye for now. BSA. Ha ha.